Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Today is October 22, 2021. It is 1:38 p.m. Central Time. And today I'm gonna show you, as you know, the unlocking came back to normal uh, yesterday, October 21st, after a month uh, since Apple blocked the the ICCID mode. As you know, as you follow me before, you can do the same unlocking, what I'm going to show you right now. From the previous month, Apple was blocking some of the ICCIDs, and it changed um, uh, the way that unlocking, it changed the process to make it a little more complicated for some people. Uh, Before, this was the only way to do the unlocking. You had to do everything manually, but with technology, everything has been changing for the better. So now the smart car is doing all the work for us. But it is a good thing that or at least you know how to use the Gevey Pro. As you know, the only sim was working before manually. It was the Gevey Pro. I highly recommend it. Even though the unlocking are back to normal, but I recommend it for you guys to play with it, to be familiar with the Gavy and the menu, because as you know, with these kind of unlockings, we depend on Apple. I mean, if Apple decides to block everything again, I mean, there's nothing we can do. We don't have a set, so like some people think that we can, oh, you just guys changing that, or you just guys making it difficult. Unfortunately, no. We depend on Apple. We depend on Apple servers. If they decide to start blocking everything again, they can do it at any given time, without any warning. So just be prepared for that. Uh, but before you need to have an AT&T SIM card to able to unlock any iPhone, and that was a really pain on the neck because you couldn't unlock any AT&T iPhones. But anyway, that changed yesterday, so we're back to normal, hopefully. So in today's video, I got two iPhones. I got an iPhone SE second gen from AT&T, and I have an iPhone XR from T-Mobile. Uh, this iPhone is still having signal. It's a prepaid phone or prepaid line. Let me show you.
Welcome to AT&T Prepaid.
AT&T prepaid, and this one it has no service, but it is a T-Mobile. So T-Mobile, out, and AT&T out, and I'm trying to use my Spectrum Mobile, which is Verizon network. If I put it in, I will get SIM not supported as normal. Please be sure that your iPhone has a clean IMEI number. So I'm just waiting for the SIM restrictions. There you go, SIM not supported. I'm sorry, SIM not supported. And I will show you. You make sure you update your iPhone to the latest iOS, in this case 15.0.2. So it says here, my iPhone is an SE second gen, running on iOS 15.0.2, and a SIM lock right here, SIM lock, and that's the restrictions. So that means only AT&T, we can only use AT&T. We need to go to my website. We're gonna type our website digits, because we need to get the most active ICC ID. So you just go to my website, and I had two ICC IDs. The one that I used yesterday, it was ending 6168. It's still active as of right now, but I'm gonna use the first one today, ending 5379. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy and have it ready, and then I'm gonna put my Spectrum into my AT&T, T-Mobile. Remember the latest iOS 15.0.2. SIM not supported. Okay. In this case, I've been having some customers complaining about the Gevey Pro, stating the Gevey Pro damage your iPhone or fry your iPhone. Back me up, some users, some customers. The Gevey Pro doesn't have any components that allows to fry your phone. It only allows to bypass the Apple server to do the activation. It has nothing to do with your software. It has no components to be able to fry or burn or damage your iPhone, unless you put them incorrectly. Yeah, that's going to be a user error, but by itself, there is no way that any RSIM can damage your iPhone, your software, or fry your iPhone, unless your iPhone is reported lost or stolen by the original carrier. They are the ones that can disable the iPhone. So just be aware. And I know some users that can back me up on that. But yeah, okay. So just be aware of that. It's not such thing that the Gevey Pro can do, or the smart card, or any of the RSIMs can do it. Okay. So with that being said, so I'm gonna have I had two types of the Gevey Pro. Well, we're gonna use two types. We are gonna use the full size, or the complete. We're gonna use the complete Gevey Pro because we need it for the XR, and as the SIM card is inverted. And for the SE, or the 6S through the X and SC, we're gonna need just the one piece, the one that says Gevey, and the other half, we don't need it. So what you're going to do, you're just gonna very carefully, you're gonna break it in half. You have some seams that you can bend it, and you can tear it apart, break it in half basically. So that's what I did, because I'll show you in a second. Okay, so I'm gonna use the one single part for the SE, and I'm gonna use the whole Gevey for the XR. And for the XR, I need to show you. Go to settings, general, about. Same thing with this iPhone XR 15.9.2, and this iPhone is SIM lock as well. As you can see, there's the restrictions. So I'm gonna close this out, and then same thing, I'm gonna go to my website. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna be using ending 5379. I'm gonna copy. Okay, so let's start first with the iPhone originating from AT&T, and I'm gonna use my Spectrum SIM card the one that I'm gonna be using with the iPhone. So for the SE, S6S all the way to the X and SE2, you gonna have to cut in half, and the Gevey logo goes on the bottom, just like this. You want to put it in just like that, sits on your SIM tray like this, and then you're going to put your SIM card on top of it like that. And this one, because it's one piece, you can be reusable, because you don't have to bend it and put them in like a sandwich mode. Like This one is a better for the S6s, X, and SE2. Perfectly can be reusable as many times you want for the Gevey Pro. Okay, for the iPhone XS through the 13 Pro Max, it's a little bit different. Okay, but I'll show you in a second. But for this one, I need to go make sure I got my copy of my ICC ID, and then I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna wait for the activation screen. So there is a menu, and in this case, edit ICC ID. Gonna erase the one that is already in this on the Gevey. Gonna paste it, the one that I copied from my website, 5379. I'm gonna hit send, accept. Gonna hit continue. So there you go. My phone has been officially SIM unlocked. Make a test call real quick.
Welcome to Spectrum Mobile.
Okay, Spectrum Mobile. Go. Let me turn off the Wi-Fi. We don't need it. It's picking a signal. Let me refresh my website. Let's open Apple. So I'm showing you, and everything should work. Everything should be working the same. Text, calls, and data should be working fine. Okay. So let's go back to general, about, same information, iPhone SE, 2nd gen, 15.0.2, and this is what I'm looking for. No SIM restrictions. Okay, now that my iPhone has been SIM unlocked, I can take the Gevey off, just like that. And because this is a one piece, I can reuse this Gevey Pro because it's the other way, and it's only one piece that I can use. So you can use as many as times you want, unless if you get damaged the Gevey Pro, unfortunately it won't be able to work anymore. But if you play it safe, it can be reusable. Okay, so this is iPhone number 1. Like I said, this is an iPhone, originally iPhone AT&T SE2. Right now it's semi-factory unlock. So let me just put my Spectrum inside without the Gevey Pro, and should be picking up signal soon. Spectrum LTE. Give it a few more seconds for the full bars to appear. There you go. Let's make another test call real quick.
Welcome to Spectrum Mobile.
Okay, Spectrum Mobile. So it's working with any carrier. So iPhone number 2. This is an iPhone T-Mobile XR, iOS 15.0.2, SIM lock. How do you know SIM lock? You just go to about, that's the description of your iPhone, and scroll down and SIM lock, and that's gonna be the restrictions. This device will be restricted by the original carriers. That means only can be used with T-Mobile. Same thing, just go to my website, digishopstore.sa.company.site, and I will have this ICC IDs updated. So I'm gonna copy 5379 and keep that in mind. Only because I'm using this ICC ID, it doesn't mean it can be active by tomorrow or whenever you're watching this video. Just keep checking on my website what's available and what's not. So this is the Gevey Pro. We're gonna use the whole piece, the Gevey Pro. So flip it over. You're gonna grab your SIM tray. It has the same shape or your SIM tray and one piece of the Gevey Pro. You're just gonna put the Pro facing up. On the other hand, you're gonna grab your Spectrum Mobile or whatever SIM card or whatever carrier you're gonna unlock, and then you're gonna fold it in half, and it's supposed to look like this. Gevey on top, like a sandwich, And then if something happen, if not flushing all the way, you will have problems putting it in. If you're fighting it to go in, that means you put it in correctly, and you can damage it if you don't correct it right away. So just be aware of that, okay? But in my case, I already copied. I'm just waiting for the activation screen and the Gevey Pro menu. And once again, we're gonna edit. We are gonna erase the one comes with the Gevey. I'm gonna paste 5379, the one from my website, and send, accept. Let's continue. Just give it a couple of seconds, guys, and make sure you are on Wi-Fi, okay? There you go. So my iPhone, let's make a test call real quick. Oh, okay, so I'm waiting for the bars. There you go, full bars. Let me turn off the Wi-Fi. I don't need it anymore. No, let's make our test call.
Welcome to Spectrum Mobile. This call may be recorded.
Spectrum Mobile. Remember, it's very important to go back. Make sure you close all the windows, especially the settings window, so it can refresh. Click settings, and then you're gonna click general, about. That's the iPhone XR. I'm sorry for my dog is barking on the back. Probably the post office came and picked my orders. And then scroll down, no SIM restrictions. So this iPhone's been semi-factory unlocked as well. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take this out, put them in a safe place. I'm gonna put just my Spectrum Mobile. And then just waiting for the signal once again, LTE. And a Spectrum Mobile. Waiting for the LTE. Okay, so let me take this out again. For some reason, as I'm reading my SIM card, put back in. Now it's reading it, LTE. There you go, waiting for the full bars. Making a test call real quick.
Welcome to Spectrum Mobile.
Okay, Spectrum Mobile. Let's do a connection test. Let's go to Apple. So it is working. Switching between my. There you go, guys. So these two iPhones are being semi-factory unlocked via Gevey Pro. It is working back to normal, so just follow these steps and you should be able to unlock any iPhone. Make sure your iPhone is not reported lost or stolen. If they are, you're not able to use those here in the United States, only overseas. But if you have a clean IMEI number, you can unlock them here in the States. If you have any balance or you're making payments on the phone, those are the perfect iPhones to be unlocked. Okay, so everything is back to normal. So hopefully you like this video, share it, and leave any comments if you have any questions. Okay, bye.